Today we will start with chemical kinetics. The chemical kinetics chapter is related with the rate of reaction and the mechanism of the reaction. How we can find the rate of reaction and what factors will affect that rate of reaction and how we can get the mechanism of the reaction. First of all, we will define the rate of reaction. The change in concentration in per unit time is called rate of reaction. It is just like as we calculate the speed of anything, any vehicle. So the change in concentration upon change in time will give the rate of the reaction. Suppose a reaction is going on like this. 2A plus 3B changes into 4C. First of all, what we will do, we will write the total change in concentration. The change in concentration of A can be written as delta A by delta T. Although here we have taken the 2 moles, but the total change will be minus delta A by delta T. The minus sign denotes that concentration of A is regularly decreasing, while the plus sign we will use when the concentration of the product will increase. The total change in concentration of B can be denoted like this, and total change in concentration of C can be denoted like this. But to define the rate, we want that we should have the change in concentration of 1 mole. So as we have taken 2 moles of A over here, we will divide it by 2. Now this equation in terms of A giving us the rate of reaction, showing change in 1 mole of the concentration. If we want to represent the rate of reaction in terms of B, this is total change in the concentration of B. Here we have taken the 3 moles. When we will divide it by 3, it will be the change in the concentration of B in terms of 1 mole. Total change is divided by 3. Here, this is the total change in the concentration of C. As C is the product, it will appear regularly in the reaction. So we have used plus sign. To represent the change in concentration in 1 mole, we will divide it by 4 as stoichiometry of the product is 4. Then what will be the unit of rate of reaction? Concentration we are taking in moles per liter. Time we are taking in minutes, or in second, or in week, or in month, or in hour, or in year it may be. For the radioactive reactions, it will be in years. So mole, liter inverse and second inverse. Here, if we want to represent the rate of disappearance of A and B, that means the total change we are showing, then we will not use stoichiometry over here. Minus delta A by delta T is the total change in the concentration of A, which will be equal to total change in the concentration of B. So without stoichiometry, it will be disappearance. Absolutely in the same way, it will be in the appearance also. Stoichiometry we are not using. This total change in concentration of C is representing the rate of appearance of C. Now we can do a numerical. Suppose I have taken a reaction 2I minus plus 3Cl2 changes into I2 plus 6Cl minus. Initial concentration of I minus is 0.8 moles per liter. After 20 minutes, it becomes 0.2 mole per liter. Find out the rate of reaction, rate of disappearance of Cl2 and rate of appearance of I2. Three things we have to find out. Here you can observe the datas are given only for I minus. No other data is given. That means to find out the rate of reaction, we will use the data of I minus and also we will use the differential equation of I minus. Initial concentration is 0.8. After 20 minutes it becomes 0.2. So the rate of reaction in terms of I minus will be minus half delta I by delta T. Mind it, once again I want to say, I minus is not mathematical sign. It is just to show that reactant concentration is decreasing regularly. That's why the product will form, otherwise product will not form. So 1 by 2, 0.8 minus 0.2 upon 20. Minus sign we will not use because it is not mathematical sign, and we will get the rate of reaction. Of course, unit will be same, mole, liter inverse, second inverse, minute inverse. If it will be second are given in the question, we can write second inverse. Now we want to find out the rate of disappearance of Cl2. Disappearance and appearance cannot be calculated directly. If we want to calculate the rate of disappearance of Cl2, then first of all we will write down the rate of reaction in which the datas are given and which we have to find out. Datas are given in terms of I minus. So I have written the rate of the reaction minus half delta I minus by delta T. Question is asked in terms of Cl2. So rate in terms of Cl2 will be 1 by 3 delta Cl2 by delta T. As we have to find out the rate of disappearance, you can see here also stoichiometry is not used. So we will take the 3 here, cross multiply. So it will become minus 3 by 2 delta I minus upon delta T, and this will be rate of disappearance of Cl2. We can calculate now. Delta I minus is just like 0.6, delta T will be 20, and we will get the rate of disappearance of Cl2. Now we have to calculate the rate of appearance of I2. So first of all, we will write the rate of reaction in terms of I minus and I2. So this will be the rate of appearance of I2. Here the stoichiometry of I is 1. That means I is 1. In this case, rate of appearance of I2 and rate of reaction will be same. And we will get the same answer as we have done over here also. So this was all about the rate of reaction, rate of disappearance of the reactants and rate of appearance of the reactants. In this chapter, we have two terms. These are the new terms for you: molecularity and order. We want to differentiate between them. Molecularity is a theoretical phenomenon. That means by seeing a reaction we can have the molecularity. Suppose in this reaction, molecularity is 5, 2 molecules of A, 3 molecules of B. In this reaction also, molecularity is 5, but we must be careful that molecularity cannot exceed 3 or 4. Number of molecules taking part in the reaction is molecularity. Is this theoretical phenomena? We can calculate it by seeing a reaction, but it cannot exceed 3 or 4 because more than 3 or 4 molecules cannot collide together at the same time at the same place. So order is practical phenomena while molecularity is theoretical phenomena. Or molecularity is number of molecules taking part in the reaction. Order is number of moles of the reactant on which rate of reaction depends. So here also you can calculate molecularity is 2. Whatever the amount you have used in the reaction, that is other matter, but on which the rate of reaction will depend, that will be the order. Without doing experiment we cannot calculate order, but by seeing a reaction we can calculate the molecularity. So to calculate the order, should we go in the lab again and again for every reaction? No. Any scientist after doing the experiment make the rate law. Make the rate law, and the sum of the power of the rate law will be equal to order. Order is the sum of the power of the concentration term used in the rate law. Like in this equation, power is 1 and 2, so it will be order will be 3. In this equation you can see 2 minus half and 0. C to the power 0 means C is the part of the reaction but rate is not depending on it. Minus half is showing that order may be negative. So order may be negative, positive or in fraction, while molecularity cannot. Molecularity cannot be negative or in fraction or 0.